Happy Wednesday, guys. I have another great workout Wednesday for you today. We're going to do a pike up with opposite reach. So those of you that have been joining with our Zoom virtual classes, we've done this a couple times. And it's a new favorite of mine because it really targets your core, which I've gone over a couple times. But when I say core, I don't mean your six-pack of abs that is on the cover of magazines and that we all want. I mean everything that attaches to your spine. So yes, that includes your abdominals, but you have all of your obliques along the side, the muscles of the outside of your hips here that attach to your spine, even your glutes, the muscles of your back, your lats, your pecs in the front. I consider all of those your core muscles because they need to stabilize the spine to make sure that you're super stable before we start doing other movements like running or throwing and catching, playing volleyball, anything like that. We need to make sure we have a good stable base of support, you know, along our spine from here to here before we start doing all these different movements around. And it's also good for just general spine health, that instead of the bony anatomy of our spine taking the pressure of every step we take running or every step during the day, we want the muscles around our spine to do that and act like a girdle, or like the guys that are at hardware stores that wear back braces to support the back. We have muscles that can do that. So making sure that our spine, or excuse me, that our core is super stable and strong is going to be super important for injury prevention, long-term health, as well as performance. And what I really like about this pike up with opposite reach is we're adding in movements that aren't in one plane, which means that we're not just doing forward or outside, because we don't operate in only one direction throughout the day. We operate in a lot of diagonal. So this brings that opposite reach, and that's going to be a diagonal, and it brings a dynamic component into a core exercise. And what I mean by that is it's a moving component. So like a plank would be a very static core exercise, which is great, but then we're going to start adding in a dynamic component of a little bit of movement. And the great thing is you need no equipment for this one. You just need any floor, grass, any kind of space you can do a hand plank on. So you're going to do a plank on your hands here. Good perfect line from your shoulders to your hips to your ankles. Make sure you're holding that core in, drawing your belly button in. No slouchy bellies, or bringing your back down, or bringing your hips really up high. So perfect line from your shoulders to your hips to your ankle. You're looking straight down in neutral position with your head, so not looking up to strain your neck and not looking way down at your hips. And then we're going to pike up. We're going to bring our hips up and reach for the opposite leg and then come back down. And when you do that, you're still looking to have a straight line from your shoulders to your hips, so not letting your back round as you do it. So still piking up, opposite reach. You don't have to actually touch your foot. And then you're going to come back down, make sure you maintain that good position again, that good plank position, and then you're going to reach the opposite foot and come back down. Okay, so it's nice and controlled. What I don't want to see is really quick movements. Okay, you could add a resistance band around your feet and holding it with your hand if you wanted to add a little more difficulty, but this one is really just great by itself without adding that little bit of extra difficulty to it, and you need no equipment. So tag your friends that you think could benefit from this core workout, or that you're doing home workouts right now with everything going on and you don't need any equipment for this one. So let me know what you